Good evening. Today is Friday, June 18, 2021 here in Cebu City. I'm Chari Coronel and this is SunStar Tonight. The Visayan Electric has advised its consumers to be mindful of their electricity consumption due to high generation rates. JOHANNA reports.
Consumers of the Visayan Electric are warned that there would be an increase in generation rates of up to 0.61 centavos kilowatt per hour for the billing period of June-July. Visayan Electric President and Chief Operation Officer Engineer Raul Lucero said the high prices of coal and fuel, as well as the high prices in the wholesale electricity spot market, contributed to the increase in generation rates. The increase in generation rates for the billing period March-April was 0.45 centavos. The utility executive, however, emphasized that it is the generation rates that increase and not in Visayan Electric's distribution rate, which has remained at 1 peso 0.5992 centavos per kilowatt hour since 2014. Electricity bills are affected by two factors, rates and consumption. Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Felix Taguiam said the high rates are nothing new, saying he understands that there are factors that cause the increase. However, he said that the Visayan Electric should have looked for ways to lower the prices. JOHANNA, SunStar Tonight.
Informal settlers will be prioritized once the medium-rise building in Barangay Lorega, San Miguel will be completed. Cebu City Councilor Raymond Alvin Garcia, chairman of the Committee on Housing, said the Division on the Welfare of the Urban Poor and the Office of the Mayor have yet to come up with a guideline on the setup once these informal settlers will occupy the units. The city councilor is referring to informal settlers whose houses are located in a private property and were demolished, as well as those living along the riverbanks. Garcia said the Cebu Land Masters Incorporated is in charge for the construction of the medium-rise building. It was reported earlier that the city eyed to build 3 medium-rise buildings in 2 of the city barangays, in Barangays Lorega and Mambaling. Each building will have a 1,000 square meter floor area that can accommodate 96 families. Motorbikes above 400cc may be allowed to pass the Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway. The Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation also said that it is eyeing to have a cashless toll system in the CCLEX, but did not divulge what method or type of cashless payment will be utilized. It also announced that as of May 31, the construction of the CCLEX is now at 75%, while the project's overall engineering, procurement, and construction progress is at 78%. CCLEX is a toll expressway that will connect Cebu City and Cordova Town in Mactan Island. It is a project of the Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway Corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation, in partnership with the City of Cebu and the Municipality of Cordova. The 30 billion peso CCLEX is expected to open to motorists in the first quarter of 2022. The toll fee is pegged at 85 pesos to 225 pesos. The Department of Labor and Employment will start issuing a safety seal certificate to establishments who are compliant of the government's health standard. Torres reports.
Safety Seal Certificate will be issued to establishments that are found to be compliant with the minimum health standard set by the government. The Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, said they will start issuing next week. DOLE is now validating and scrutinizing the compliance of some 19 establishments in Metro Cebu that have been inspected against the checklist and sector-specific guidelines issued by the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases. Once everything is in place, DOLE, together with other key agencies, will issue and award next week the Safety Seal certificates to compliant establishments under the respective jurisdictions. Establishments applying for the certificate shall be inspected within 3 days upon receipt of request. During the conduct of inspection and validation, the following will be verified: business registrations, use of StaySafe.ph digital contact tracing application, which is the official digital contact tracing application of government linked with COVID-19 testing laboratories in the Philippines, compliance with a minimum public health standard, and sector-relevant guidelines issued by the national government agencies as authorized by the IATF, and the name and contact number of the safety officer. The issuance of a Safety Seal certificate is free. The certificate is renewable after 6 months and revocable when the concerned establishment is found to be no longer compliant with the minimum public health standards. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Chare Coronel. This has been SunStar Tonight. See you again next week. Good night.